Hi, how's it going? My name is Michael. I'm the HR coordinator at Synchro Automotive. How are you?
Mike, nice to meet you. Trent, I'm good, thanks.
Trent, excellent. Please take a seat. Thank you. Do you have any problems finding the place today?
No, it's okay.
Excellent. Yeah, it's nice we were able to schedule this interview a little bit later in the day.
Yeah,
Less
exactly.
traffic.
I didn't have time in the morning, so.
Yeah, it's great. So thanks for coming in. I've been reviewing your resume. Everything looks really good, so I just wanted to bring you in today, get some more information from you. And this is one of the final steps in our interview process. And yeah, I'd just like you to elaborate a little bit on a couple things with your resume, and I'll be taking notes as we go through this interview, just so that I can review things later on in our conversation. So we'll start with a couple basic questions here. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. What are your hobbies, interests, what do you like to do?
Well, I like to go to the library. I like literature, anything that gets you learning, gets the mind working, anything like that.
Excellent.
Spend a lot of time with family, the usual.
Excellent. So yeah, you like to maintain bonds and stuff like that. And
sure.
it sounds like you like to learn, like you're constantly learning.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Excellent. And how did you hear about this position?
I found it through an ad on Indeed, and I thought I had all the qualifications, so I thought I'd be the perfect fit.
Excellent. Excellent. And so through Indeed, you were able to do a little bit of research on us, and you did see what we had in the posting. So can you just let me know what you know about our company here at Synchro Automotive?
I just know that you guys sequence parts to Chrysler. You go through what I did at my last job, which is shipping everything from car parts to little pieces that go in the car, wires, engines, all that. And I just thought it'd be a good fit.
Right, excellent. And one final, just opening question here. What made you think that you're an ideal candidate for this job? It sounds like you've got some past experience, but what else is it about yourself that you think would make you a good fit for this job?
I'm good with people, and I heard good things on Indeed about reviews were great, so I just thought I'd be a good tribute to your team, and yeah.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, so now we'll get started with our interview process, with the in-depth interview process.
Yep.
So, now that I've got your resume in front of me, what were your duties at your previous job specifically?
Well, I was the shipping supervisor, so I handled everything from payroll to making sure everybody's punched in on time. I was the shipping supervisor, so I overlook about 15 people, and they all load trucks. If anything goes wrong, I have to coordinate with the pickers and the shippers and make sure everything goes out on time. If we miss something, then I have to deal with that on my own time. I also deal with all the AZ drivers outside of the docks, make sure everything's leaving on time, coming back on time. Um, and I also do safety, so if there's anything safety-wise that people don't have a problem with, I have to handle that. And yeah, that's the gist of it.
Excellent. So it sounds like you were doing things like from just overseeing how the process is run, and then you also had some things to implement, like policies for like health and safety.
Exactly. Yeah. It varies.
Excellent. What post-secondary programs or courses have you taken?
Well, I went to Durham for business.
Excellent.
And post-secondary. And yeah.
Excellent. Have you had any previous experience managing a team? Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I have. I did volunteer at a soup kitchen, and I had to overlook every person there, which was about 5 or 6 people, and it taught me a lot about managing a team, whether it be for profit or not. And yeah, it was a good learning experience.
Excellent. So, in regards to either this position and/or your previous position that you held at SEBA, did you have a general positive, any positive moments of interactions and just a positive atmosphere overall with upper management?
I did. Well, we all used to get together, have drinks, and probably once a month So we reflect on everything we did that year, that quarterly, and just helped each other be the best management we could be. And yeah.
Excellent. And if I may ask, what was your reason for leaving your previous job?
Well, I like the company. I didn't want to leave, but there's too much weeks off during a year. We have about 11 weeks off, so I just can't sustain living on that amount of money.
Mm.
If they ran properly and I got my full yearly salary, I would be fine. But I can't afford to take so many days off in a year. So
Okay,
that's why
great.
I'm here.
Great. Moving on to the next section. So, this is just a self-evaluation question. What would your colleagues say about you at your previous job? If they were asked.
Well, I would hope they would say good things.
Right.
I was good with everybody. Everybody thought I was okay. Obviously, people have their issues behind closed doors, but it face to face, everybody was good, and I I would hope that they thought I was a good supervisor.
Excellent. So, just a couple behavioral questions here. Describe a time where you had to communicate a new task or procedure to people. So, for example, you mentioned some health and safety policies. So, when you were introducing one of those policies, if a problem arose, how did you solve it? Like if someone didn't understand something with the policy.
Okay. Um, well, let's see.
So let's say, for example, if someone doesn't understand where to put something in a certain place, would you show them how to do that?
I would, yes. So let's say one of the pickers they put a piece in the wrong spot, then I would communicate to the floor supervisor, and we would all do our best to resolve this issue with no downtime at either plants, and hopefully we can just smooth it by quickly before anything serious happens.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Can you elaborate on a time that you had to discipline an employee? If that did happen, how did you initiate the conversation? If the employee had a negative reaction, how did you diffuse it?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, well, we had an incident one time with horseplay. So two people got into it. I don't know the reasonings, and one of them ends up getting hurt. So I have to be the mediator and try and figure out either who started it or what the problem was, and I would go about my business accordingly and professionally and try to resolve it the best I could, and hopefully nobody has to lose a job, but hopefully they can also learn a lesson at the same time.
Very good, very good. So it was good you provided some guidance to the individual as well, aside from just discipline.
Exactly, yeah, there's two sides to everything. So
Excellent. And in that situation where an employee necessarily doesn't understand how the process works from, let's say, a small discipline to getting fired, were you able to elaborate a little bit on the procedure from, for example, of progressive discipline?
well, for sure. Well, some employees don't understand the degree of what they're doing, whether it's you'll get a slap on the wrist, of 1 day suspension or a termination. You just have to explain to people whether it's a termination or not. You still have to explain to people what they did wrong and the degree of what they're doing. So it's yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so we're really wrapping up here, but just a couple more quick questions. Can you describe a situation where you needed an individual that you were managing to see things your way? What were some of the ways that you would explain it, and what steps did you take, and what was the outcome from it?
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
So, in a situation where, for example, like you said, you're in shipping, or that you would explain a new process of the way a trailer has to be loaded, and let's just say that the employee might not have understood it, or thought it was the wrong way to do it?
Well,
How would you explain to them to say that this is the way we have to do it from now on?
okay, well, sometimes people only learn certain ways, so maybe I would go about helping them do it and showing them the proper way before I just start leaning on them like, no, that's the wrong way, like start disciplining them kind of, or get them feeling like that. I would try and understand how to help them physically or
Right.
something like that along those lines.
Excellent, excellent. So, moving on to the next question. Tell me about a time when you had to motivate the staff to meet a goal. Like, for example, like you mentioned, shipping with like low G status. It could be an issue of individuals potentially struggling to get product on a trailer at a certain time because of the G status. Some individuals might be discouraged. How would you help those individuals in that circumstance if they're experiencing difficulties?
Well, when I go about something like that, you don't want to just drill them and make them feel like they're not doing it properly, and they just start feeling down and they can't do the job. So you have to just kind of guide them along and try and find different ways to approach the situation where it's going to work in your benefit and they can fully understand what you're trying to get along to them. So it really, I would just try my best to not lose your cool and just be professional about it, and hopefully they can get it. Some people take a couple tries to learn something. So.
Excellent. Okay, great. Thank you very much for all the information you provided. I'd like to take this opportunity just to tell you a little bit more about Synchron Automotive, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So let me tell you a little bit about our organization. We manage supply chain systems for a global premier automotive company and technology brands.
Okay.
So we partner with customers to provide specialized logistics, operational excellence, and value-added solutions in various services across the board, including warehouse management, inbound manufacturing, export packing, fulfillment, aftermarket services, reverse and repair, and transport management. So we are continuing to strive to be a leading provider of supply chain services in the global automotive industry, as you know.
Yeah.
And our service focuses on several supply chain links, such as advanced warehouse services, sub-assembly, sequencing, as you mentioned, you've got some experience in.
I do.
And service parts distribution. So we are our customer here at Synchron is Fiat Chrysler Automotive.
Yep.
And we do oversee some minor assembly parts on and from their final line to various other parts of the line. And as floor supervisor, your main responsibility is to maintain production quotas, ensuring supply demand is met within the shipping department.
Okay.
So you'll also provide insight into manpower demand. You provide recommendations to operational modifications if they're needed, and provide training to new hires when applicable, when problems arise. What we also have to offer here at Synchron is we have an excellent benefits and total rewards package, and we have vast potential for career exploration as Synchron overall maintains a policy of hiring from within, so an internal hiring policy.
Great.
So I'd like to just ask if you've got any questions at all, anything you want me to elaborate on. If not, then we can I can let you know later on in the interview process, hiring process, where we go from here.
I just have one question: is have you ever had anyone being disappointed with the benefits or even the pay? Because I know like these positions, it's not very much like benefits wise for management. Like operators, like their benefits are more than ours, and I was just wondering if how are the benefits, and yeah, that's good.
Benefits are quite good. So at Synchron, we strive to be a leader and to be as competitive as we possibly can be in regards to competition in the Greater Toronto area. So right now we have a comprehensive employee assistance program through Green Shield,
Great.
which offers various benefits from dental to optical and some floater money as well that transfers over from year to year. And yeah, so that's what we've got going, and we're continuing to make upgrades as things go, and as we go from here.
Okay.
So
Great answer.
thank you. So thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Trent.
You too.
And we do have a few more candidates that we're looking at for the rest of the week.
Okay.
I'll give you a call early next week with a response once management decides where they want to go. And if all goes well, you come in and complete some of the additional preliminary tests that we have available that's in our hiring process, and we will just let you know. So just to confirm, the number on your resume is the best one to reach you at?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. And the email as well.
Yep.
Okay, great. Sounds good. This has been
Sounds great.
fantastic.
I hope you contact me.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And the door's this way, sir.